wasn't looking, well, I wasn't actively looking for this car, but my friends were at an auction and sent me a picture of it and said, should we buy this? And I said, yes, 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 yes. And then they said, well, that's good because we already bought it. So let's go get it since I've never seen it and it's mine. We'll try and get it back here and unload it before dark and have a quick look at it because you can never have too many cars. We have some cars. Let's go get some more. We've arrived at the site of the auction here, so a lot of cool cars actually. Some cool cars and some cool tractors. There's a Vauxhall Cresta, some old 30s girls there, two 63 Fords and a 61 Dodge. Yeah, pretty cool. Lots of old farm equipment here. Pretty exciting stuff. And wow, look at the Caterpillar. That's awesome. So I don't know. Sorry about the shabby camera work as usual. Trying to drive here. I'm gonna try to back up in front of this thing. There it is. And there we go. 61 Plymouth. Two-door hardtop. Now I got the whole set. Okay, let me get the trailer parked here and we'll have a quick look at it. Wow, has the arrow wheel, 61 arrow wheel, that's awesome. Oh, it's got a clock, that's nice, and it's a push button, and it's got the deluxe radio, which is very exciting. Yeah, lots of goodies actually. Pretty nicely fitted out car, as a matter of fact. Pretty excited to see this. Very... Looks like a 104,000 mile car. So not exactly cherry. Floor's gone. Got the deluxe taillights. Quarters are not awful actually. Rockers are gone. One fender pretty poor. The other one not bad. It's too bad that got broken. Let's see. Frame seems intact. Oh, power steering pump is gone. Not really a big surprise. So yeah, and largely complete. Most importantly, it has the two-door only stuff. That's all we really worry about in these kind of purchases, is whether or not the two-door only stuff is there, which consists really of the glass, the moldings, like the roof and window moldings, the glass, door glass, and as long as that stuff is there, which it is, the rest of it can be salvaged out of rotten four-doors. Yeah, really excited. I wish there was keys. Is there keys? There are no keys. Be nice to get in the trunk, but that can wait till we get home. Better put some tires on it. Let's see what we're up against. Drums, yes. So, it's going to need all four of my tires on it. So that's the first thing. Let's just get busy on that. Alright, we're back at the 61 Belvedere recovery here. Not going too badly. But this is usually what you run into with this stuff is this thing has been sunk in for a long time, and you have really, I mean, very, very slim chance of getting this on the trailer unless we can get these wheels to roll. So I'm gonna have to get a little brutal. First thing you do is pop the grease cap off, pull the bearings out so that the drum can wiggle, and then try and crack the brakes loose with the axe. It's all going to be garbage anyway, so you can't really worry about breaking something. And then if we can get the drum off, we pull all the shoes off, pull the springs out, pull all the loose hardware off, put the drum back on, and she'll roll. Let's get busy. Okay, that's kind of what you're up against, right? Just that could not have been more seized on there. So. Well, that's good. Now it'll at least roll. Let's put her back together here. Sketchy. Sketch Town. Not very impressed with how that went. Should have noticed that these wheels are not an exact fit. Not very happy. But we'll get it. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, it's finally rolling. There's 700 things effed up on that rear end of this car. It is seized. So ended up having to pull the drum off, which is really an exercise. Breakers. Why don't you bring me the ball? You're just having too much fun. Where's your ball? Nice. Okay, we're gonna try to get into the trunk. Made a little tool. Oh yeah.
There's gonna be lots of wind noise.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No one listens anyway.
No one listens. No one watches.
This is just for you.
This is just for my own records. this. Okay, well, we got it open, eh? Let's have a look. What a mess. Holy. Here's a tire. Oop. There's the original fan. That's a 61 Dodge, I think. Oh, look at the old drill. Whoops, not much left of that guy. Inch and an eighth, Tom.
Fucking old spud wrench, eh?
Yeah, nice, eh?
Probably for some farm machine, eh?
Yeah.
Hey?
Look at that stuff.
Ooh, wow. That's an antique. Keep that.
Yeah.
Put that on your shelf.
Put that on the car.
On the shelf.
And a tire wrench and some classic tires. Jack, a couple of wheel wrenches. Only one headlight ring though. It's fucking garbage.
Well, it's better than nothing. I mean, if you got nothing else. Hey?
It's better than nothing.
Well,
you're right.
No, it's, you know.
They're hard to get. They always fell off when the cars are about a year old. Okay, what else is going on? Looks like it's time to take this old shed down and make a new garage. This is the last remnants of the hog pens from when this was a pig farm back in the 60s. You can see she's pretty soft. So I'm taking all my old panels and stuff out of here. And then we're going to pull this all down and make some parking, because at this point there's a few cars here that should be kept inside, and even if I'm not driving them, even if I'm not restoring them right away, they should still be inside. So this will be parking for maybe the 60 Ford truck and a couple other vehicles that should be kept inside, so that's the plan. Hey Frankers. Alright, let's unload the 61. We've got some help. Yeah, pretty excited to get it off there. We're gonna have to find somewhere to put this thing. The old parking lot is getting full. Okay, so what's going to happen here? This is going to roll back to a certain point, and then it's going to want to keep going.
Yeah.
So
no brakes.
Nothing. No brakes. Drive shaft's unhooked. Doesn't roll very well, but it rolls. So you're not going to have any trouble staying ahead of it. So as a matter of fact, I think it'll be virtually impossible for it to. It'll be rolling uphill as soon as it touches the ground. So you're probably going to have to pull it right off.
Yeah. Where do you want it? Just up yonder?
Well, for now, let's just get it up to the kind of put it where your truck is, then I'll move the Fraser out of the way.
Okay.
is pretty impressive in the botanical sense. My sister offered to come over and ID some of the lichen species on here. Look at those guys, eh?
They've been there a while.
Yeah,
maybe
just living on the paint. They eat the paint. So
could date the car by the.
Yeah, we could really. We could probably pick a carbon date. I'm gonna carbon date this car to the early '60s. Wow, that shit is really accurate. So, what do you think? Hey, thumbs up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah. Fits the bill, you know.
Yeah, right.
Seems like the kind of thing that you.
Yeah.
Need.
Hands up if you're surprised that we bought this. I thought so. This, man.
This is kind of.
They are so mean looking, but it's just.
One looks like you got punched in the side.
It's been, yeah. No, that's how they looked when they were new. Oh, this side.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This side, yeah. Oh, that's
yeah.
No, it looks cool.
That's a particularly, and I'm all for fixing your panels. You know, like don't just be a coward and run out and buy a fucking better one. But I don't know. I think at a certain point you're just being overly stubborn. I don't think anybody's gonna really call me a total wuss if we just find a slightly better fender.
I think you can get away with it in this instance.
It's not like the rest of it's cherry. Look at the rust hole of that guy. Eh? It's just actually, it got hit hard enough. It kind of looks like a different year. It got punched into last year. Yeah. It looks a bit like a 60 now.
I'd say a definite win.
It's a massive win. So I think overall, I think probably easier to do than the 60. Not the best example, but you know, I've only seen
not the worst.
Well, actually the worst probably I've ever seen, but I've only seen two, and the other one I saw was much better. So it's the worst I've seen, but there are probably worse. Not in this yard.
The hunt is on for a donor.
Yeah, right. So if you have a 61 Plymouth 4-door sedan that you're not really using and you'd like to chop it up into... Oh, wait. This is cool too, this piece here.
Oh yeah, that's neat.
Really happy that it has that. That's a really special piece of trim for these cars.
Yeah. Is there something that would go here?
Yeah, it's missing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some kind of decoration there. Most of them don't have these chrome
I was going to say that's
housings.
Different from the other one.
Mine's painted on the other car.
Yeah.
So yeah, need Belvedere emblems, need do chrome molding there, both sides. That sucks. Didn't have a rocker molding when new. I have the stone guards. Actually, I think 2 or 3 sets of those. And all the headlight trims are always wrecked. So I've only got 1 out of 4. I don't have any spares. They're just not in the junkyards really. I always loved 61s though, right? Like it's the last of the really space age Exner ones. So
Yeah, you don't see.
that's like a mission that I've had to get all of the forward look 2-door hardtops. Well, not all of them, just the Plymouths. If you had to collect them all, that would be difficult. You look ridiculous. You gonna catch it? Oh, pretty close. Franks, bring it here. Good girl. Okay, you ready? Nice catch, Frankers. What a good girl. This is a regular contributor.
Same old shit.
Ouch. Ouchie.
Hey, look at this. Look at this.
Ouchers, buddy.
Woo. Yeah, she's a peach.
Oh, she's a minter. What is this model?
Well, this is an SX 2.0 Sport.
Whoop.
You can tell by the... Can we do a little dust in?
No.
Just
What?
here?
Just the front corner.
It's just got a blemish
Just
here
the
and a
part with it.
scratch. I don't
Yeah.
worry about that side, but
Yeah.
you're picking up checks, you're getting them, you're letting them in.
And the there's been a certain amount of excitement.
You know
on
what
this
I
hood.
think happened?
I
think
somebody's
somebody
toboggan.
like, because if you look at it, it's like
It does have a certain.
it's got a certain human shape.
It looks like.
to it. But you can see a nasty splice job here, right?
Ooh,
can
she's
see
an
all the
old
work.
sketchy collision repair. Oh my goodness,
Oh yeah,
that's
it's really
sweet.
actually quite poor.
Yeah, well, I can't imagine why it would rust out there.
I can't imagine why the dust leaks in so bad. But I think if I drive this car for any length of time,
It's gonna break in half.
I'm going to cut